Why did JonBenét Ramsey's case go cold? Christmas is a season of joy, family, and celebration. But for one family in Boulder, Colorado, December 26, 1996, would mark the beginning of a nightmare that still haunts America today. 6-year-old beauty Queen JonBenét Ramsey was reported missing after a ransom note was discovered inside her family's home. Hours later, her father made a devastating discovery in the basement: her body. What should have been a season of light and laughter turned into one of the darkest true crime stories of the modern era. And more than 25 years later, we still don't know who killed JonBenét Ramsey. This is her story, and why the case went cold. JonBenét Patricia Ramsey was born on August 6, 1990, in Atlanta, Georgia. She was the youngest child of John and Patsy Ramsey. Her father, John, was a wealthy businessman whose company had just celebrated major financial success. Her mother, Patsy, was a former Miss West Virginia, known for her charisma, elegance, and love of the pageant world. When the family relocated to Boulder, Colorado, JonBenét's bright personality and natural charm made her a rising star in children's beauty pageants. She won titles like Little Miss Colorado and America's Royale Miss, drawing applause with her dazzling smile and playful presence on stage. To the outside world, JonBenét's life seemed like a picture of American success: a beautiful home, a loving family, and a little girl with a promising future. But her fame in the pageant scene, combined with her family's wealth and visibility, may also have made her a target. At just 6 years old, JonBenét's story would be cut tragically short. On the morning of December 26, 1996, Patsy Ramsey awoke to find a ransom note left on the family's staircase. It was unusually long, 2.5 pages, and it demanded a very specific amount: $118,000. That figure was striking because it almost exactly matched John Ramsey's recent Christmas bonus. The note claimed that JonBenét had been kidnapped. Police were called, but in the chaos that followed, critical mistakes were made. Friends and family were invited into the home. The crime scene wasn't secured. Evidence may have been trampled, smudged, or even destroyed before investigators had a chance to collect it. Hours later, after an officer suggested rechecking the home, John Ramsey went down into the basement. There, in a small storage room, he found his daughter's lifeless body. She had been strangled with a homemade garrote crafted from one of Patsy's paintbrushes, and she also suffered a severe head wound. The brutal discovery shocked investigators and soon, the entire nation. From the very beginning, the investigation was riddled with problems. The ransom note was bizarre, too long, with strange phrasing, and demanding a very specific sum of money. Handwriting experts compared it to Patsy's writing. Some claimed it was a match. Others strongly disagreed. The Boulder Police Department believed the family knew more than they were saying. Prosecutors argued there wasn't enough evidence to accuse them. The two agencies clashed, wasting valuable time. The media circus didn't help. News outlets painted JonBenét as the tragic pageant queen, while tabloids spun theories about the Ramsey family. Neighbors, friends, and even strangers speculated about what really happened inside that house. JonBenét's 9-year-old brother, Burke, was even mentioned in rumors. Some suggested an accident between siblings might have been covered up by the parents. But no evidence ever confirmed this. The investigation stalled under the weight of conflicting theories, public scrutiny, and mounting errors. And with each passing day, the truth grew harder to find. Over the decades, 3 main theories have dominated the case. The first is the intruder theory. Supporters believe someone entered the home through a basement window, attacked JonBenét, and left the ransom note as a diversion. DNA evidence on her clothing, belonging to an unidentified male, seems to support this possibility. The second is the family theory. Critics argue the note was staged, the ransom demand suspicious, and the crime scene too chaotic for a stranger. They suggest the tragedy may have begun as an accident inside the home, covered up by someone desperate to protect their family. Handwriting comparisons only fueled this suspicion, with some pointing the finger at Patsy. The third category involves false confessions and outsiders. In 2006, a man named John Mark Carr confessed to JonBenét's murder. His story made international news, but when tested, his DNA didn't match. His confession collapsed, proving he was lying or delusional. Even today, the question remains, was JonBenét killed by someone she knew or a predator who slipped silently into the house that night? More than 25 years later, the JonBenét Ramsey case is still officially unsolved. So why did it go cold? Experts say it comes down to three things. First, the contamination of the crime scene. Second, the ransom note, unique but inconclusive. Third, the bitter divide between investigators and prosecutors that crippled cooperation. In 2008, DNA tests seemed to clear the Ramsey family, pointing instead toward an unknown male. Yet even those results have been debated, with some experts questioning whether the DNA could have come from manufacturing or contamination. Despite advancements in forensic science, the trail has grown cold. Witnesses have aged, memories have faded, and critical evidence was lost in the first chaotic hours. But the fascination with this case has never faded. JonBenét's name has become synonymous with unsolved crime in America, a haunting reminder of how justice can slip away, even in the most high-profile investigations. Who killed JonBenét Ramsey? Was it an intruder who slipped through the shadows, or someone much closer to home? What do you believe really happened that Christmas night? Let us know your theories in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Dark Crime Chronicles for more stories of murder, mystery, and the secrets hidden in the shadows. Thanks for watching, and remember, every crime tells a story, and every shadow hides a secret.